Final question for you. You've said that you want the deal with AJ to be done by the end of Monday.
Monday is the deadline.
Top of the morning, fight fans. This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury. Tyson Fury praises the fact that a particular fighter is not a heavyweight, because if he was, he would beat everyone. And his name, drum roll, is Nick Ball. He said God made him 5'3" for a reason, because he's a proper banger. The way he fights, his tenaciousness, his aggressiveness, his punch output, he is a very bad dude. And if he was 6'5", he would beat me and the rest of the crew, including Alexander Usyk. And let me counterpunch. I would like to tell you guys a story. About 20 years ago, my favorite weight classes was between 126 and 135. Okay, 122, 126, 130, and 135. Heavyweights, sure, were heavyweights, but I was mostly a Barrera Morales fan, Princess Ahmed, Juan Manuel Marquez. Manny Pacquiao came along a little later than those guys, but then later beat those guys after they had wars with each other, right? And Manny Pacquiao beat them all except for Princess Ahmed. And that was the weight class to really like. And the reason why it was the weight class to like was because of these guys actually loved to get it on. They were overall more exciting, quicker, more action. You seen more exchanges. They had more stamina, they had more elusiveness, they had more footwork, they had more of everything. It's just they were smaller. Barrera Morales won, which was in the year of 2000. Okay, so it was a little bit over damn near 25 years ago. That was one of the best fights I've seen. And, having those type of guys that are able to do that much, it just shows you that people have their advantages regardless of what you think is an advantage versus not being one. Disadvantage. A lot of people, look at, someone being small as a disadvantage, but it's not. Manny Pacquiao for years moved up in weight, and he used his size and he used the lack of and his speed to overpower these guys. So Tyson Fury is absolutely right. If someone was able to come up with those type of skills, yeah, people would be in trouble that are not able to move like that don't have that ability. Why do you think guys like Alexander Usyk was successful? Why do you think he was successful with what he was able to do? Because he was able to move. He was able to maneuver. He had better footwork. He just happened to be tough, which was very important, because had he not, he would be probably knocked spark out on the canvas by a lot of those guys. Chisora, Joshua, Fury, Dubois, those guys probably would have got him out of there. But he had a good combination of size, speed, power, and durability. Okay, which Nick Ball has, needless to say, at 5'3", at the lower weight classes. You know what I mean? So, yeah, based on what we've already seen in the heavyweight division in this era, that probably would be true. And the only thing, if you did have a fighter that was a heavyweight, that was 6'5", maybe about 6'2". I don't think 6'5" could create that kind of speed. And if so, that would be an absolute monster. However, that being said, the only way people would look to beat that type of person would be knocking him out. And it could happen in the heavyweight division. But it wouldn't be anyone that had decent skills or whatnot, or you thought that could do it. It would be someone that you never heard of that just relied on one punch, like a Wilder type fighter that ain't trying to outbox. He's trying to knock you out. That would be the only way someone would be superior or successful dealing with someone like that with that type of speed and power at that weight class. But you guys tell me what you think of Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury, praising, glad, relieved that Nick Ball is not a heavyweight because he would smash and bang everyone in the division. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.